Now we're recording.
Yeah, and now we have nothing to talk about.
Yeah,
so
now we've just expended all of the
that.
conversation.
Hello, everyone, and
Hi.
welcome to The Right Wrong Turn.
Welcome.
I am your co-host, Tyler Bears, and currently I am looking at that fantastic little monster boy. What's your name, buddy?
Mason Arnold, what's your name?
I've already said it, but it's Tyler Bears.
Oh, sorry. I get confused a lot.
Yeah.
A lot easier than I was in my youth.
It's all right. How old are you?
Old enough to say that.
I'm 10,000 years old, and I have the power of 10 men, all in this left arm.
10 little babies
Oh,
throughout my entire body.
You're only as strong as 10 babies, and you've been around forever?
Yeah. My body slowly deteriorated when I was 7, and it just never picked back up again.
Wow, okay. You've been around since the beginning of time, and now you're whittled down to 10 babies.
Yeah, in about 2,000 years, it'll be down to 9 babies, so
Wow.
watch out for me then.
Though it is a slow deterioration.
Yeah, for the most part. I shake often, too.
So how, well, it is a baby per 2,000 years, which is a very strange unit of measurement.
Yeah?
How strong were you at 7?
I don't want to... It would make you crumble in fear if I told you.
Well, because I just want to know how old the universe is, really.
I'm not going to tell you that.
Why?
Because that would be irrelevant. What would you do with that information?
I would store it in my brain and tell everyone else how stupid they are for thinking the wrong time.
What if you're the one thinking the wrong time and then you're going to be the stupid one?
No, I wouldn't be thinking the wrong time because you're an all-powerful wizard that
What if I lied to
is
you?
as old as time. Well, I don't think that you would do that.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Have you...
You've never lied to me, ever.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I know I have.
That's why our...
Lots.
That's why our
of
friendship
times.
is not on the rocks.
I know, we're slowly falling apart.
Oh my gosh, it's so crumbly. It's like it's like some toast.
Yeah,
And
I
then
like
you
toast,
took
though.
some sandpaper to that toast, and you've just been rubbing it all day.
That's a weird, very weird thing to sandpaper. Toast?
Well, yeah.
Why don't you just sandpaper bread? That would be more enjoyable because what would happen?
But we're talking about crumbly stuff, buddy.
Yeah. So?
Bread itself is not usually crumbly.
Unless you crumble it in your hands.
What kind of
And then it
bread are
would be
you
crumbly.
eating that is so crumbly like that before?
Toast. Clearly, I'm eating toast.
I hope that all your days are filled with nothing but stale bread from now on.
They're not. Although that might be the equivalent to having to deal with you.
Oh,
on
yeah?
a daily basis.
Yeah? Is it?
Yes.
I'm just a bunch of stale bread to you?
You're a load of stale bread.
I see. No, I get it. I don't even need this podcast.
Yeah, you do.
No,
It's your only source of
I'm out of
happiness.
here. Bye, buddy. And I'm back. Okay, I calmed down from that.
Yeah, it's been, what, 2 hours?
Yeah, it
Gosh,
was a
time goes
while.
by
You
quickly.
had to really talk me off the roof there. I was getting naked, and
I was trying to talk you off of the roof.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Like jumping off of the roof. That was my goal.
Okay.
But you just took it the wrong way and got down safely.
Well, I'm keeping that in there. So, how was your week?
Oh, man, it's Tuesday. My week has been solid for the 3 days that it's been around.
Yeah, what about all the other time that we've... Because, we haven't recorded for a while.
It's been a few minutes, yeah. It's been, the week was fine last week. I don't know, like the 7th through the 13th, whatever. It was fine. Yeah, I didn't do much of anything. I don't think I really left the house for many of those days.
How was Mother's Day?
Mother's Day was fine. My brother graduated. Peyton graduated. I watched Eli graduate, and then I drove an hour to be 2 hours late to Peyton's party
Nice.
because hers was right after graduation.
Nice.
And then I stayed the night with Peyton, and then I went home Monday night, and now I'm here.
Huh, isn't that kind of crazy?
What about your week?
And
And a half, sort of.
My week was okay. I've just been working a lot, and they always keep it so damn cold up in that office.
I love it when it's cold in places.
Oh my gosh, I hate it so much. Like my hands, they're starting to get dry, and I sit
Bring
on
lotion.
my hands. Like whenever I'm not doing work, I'm just sitting on my hands and
Maybe that's why they're
praying
dry. You keep
for the
farting
day
on them.
to be over. No, it's because I got thick thighs that keep my hands warm. They're like, it's toasty down there.
That's good news.
Yeah, there's a bunch of crumbly bread down there, too.
That's weird that you would say that.
My pants are just filled
Yeah,
with crumbly, stale bread.
I wouldn't brag about that out loud.
Oh.
It's kind of a
Is that
weird
not a
thing.
good thing?
No.
Is that a bad thing?
Yes. Yeah, it is.
Mary's mom came down for Mother's Day, and
Yeah.
we had a good time with that, and I wish my mom a happy Mother's Day. Just about said birthday.
Happy
But
birthday.
her birthday is in February, so that would be silly of me
So
to
you
say.
missed her birthday is what you're telling me.
No, because I told her to have
Oh,
birthday
okay,
then.
okay.
No.
That's good news then.
Yeah, and then I also wished all of my other moms a happy Mother's Day.
Well, good.
Yeah, I have a lot because like there's Mary, and then there's Grandma, and then there's Mrs. Olson, who's like a grandma to me, and then there's Mary's mom, so like another grandma, and there's a lot of moms I got to wish a happy happy Mother's Day
Happy
to.
birthday.
You know what? Mother's Day is just every mom's birthday. If you're not sure
It's a
when your
secondary
mom's
birthday.
yeah.
It's a good
And-
life lesson, kids.
Actually, did you know, and I learned this in my political science class last year, that Mother's Day was actually a spit in the eye to women's suffrage.
Really?
Yeah. And
That's fantastic.
I think if I have my facts right, the reason why it is a spit in the eye to women's suffrage is because they didn't believe that if you were a mother, then you would not be able to be capable of voting. And in fact, if you were to vote, it would drive you insane, and it would turn your children into werewolves because they wouldn't have a mother to, like,
Is
to
that-
take care of them.
Is that accurate?
Well, maybe not werewolves, but they would go crazy because they wouldn't have a mother to take care of them.
And that's how voting works for women. Right?
Yes, because they're not smart enough to vote.
Okay.
That's like that was their thought
All right. Noted.
back in the day. So, with that being said, it's like, oh yeah, hey, women, mothers in particular, we love you because you're mothers, and you chose your children over voting. Good job.
But now women get to vote, so suck it, founding fathers.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it was. Well, yeah. Sure.
I don't know anything about the history of time, or women, or founding fathers.
But you're as old as time.
Yeah,
Your
doesn't mean I paid
story.
attention to it.
Yeah. I've just been enjoying the ride, my dude.
Mm-hmm. Did you hear me swallow there?
I didn't. You should swallow right into the microphone.
I'm not
please.
gonna do that.
Please do it.
Nope. It's so weird. I don't know why you would do that.
Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much been my week.
That's good.
So,
A lot of women's suffrage from. That's all I picked up on that.
yep, I just learned about women's
Spitting in the
suffrage and
eyes of
nothing.
women. That's
Yeah,
all I got from that. That's all I got from your week's tale. Well, welcome everyone to the Right Wrong Turn. If you haven't
Marty did that.
realized that we don't know what we're talking about most of the time, then that was a good indicator.
Heck, I would say that most of the time is still generous. I never know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
I just nod my head, say, okay, yeah, but
Okay, but yeah,
And-
so yeah. Okay, so yeah,
and then move on.
yeah, that's what we do.
Yep, pretty
That's
much.
what we do here at the Right Wrong Turn.
That's all that we're good at.
We did the names. Yeah, we did the names. Our names. The co-host names. We did that already. I didn't think we
You're
did
right. So I got a question for you,
that. Okay.
and this one is not hypothetical or rhetorical.
Okay.
What are you doing this week?
This week?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing until we record again. Probably won't
I
leave
mean,
the house.
what are you talking about this week,
Oh,
buddy?
I thought you were talking about my plans for this week. Oh, right. I have a little paragraph here.
Okay, and what's the paragraph about?
Excitement.
I'm already excited, so
Are you excited? That's
Yep.
good. Hope you're ready for this.
I'm. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited right now. I'm so excited that I can pee.
Do you have to pee?
I'm peeing right now.
Okay. Do you want me to pause it so you can go pee?
No,
more?
I'm peeing right now.
So you can pee more?
Why would I need to pee more?
Okay, so we're moving on. The feeling of excitement can be expressed in a vast multitude of ways. From jumping up and down to moving around in a chair, the body often has weird ways to express excitement. I remember being excited to get out of school for a half day. I didn't know what I was going to do with my 3 extra hours at home. While I often filled that time with video games and eating junk food, which is weirdly what I still do on a regular basis, I never imagined I would be excited to research and write about something.
Because you've never grown up.
Exactly. I'm still like 2.
Is that, were you...
That's not the number I wanted to say, but it was just kind of an improvised session. I wanted to say something else, but I don't know. I still don't even know what I want to say.
Okay, so your parents weren't letting you eat junk food and play video games at the age of 2.
Sure. I don't know what you asked me.
Okay.
It went over my head.
That was not a hard question either, but...
Pass. Next question.
Name? I don't know.
Next, no response. Let's go on. Researching. Research was always a drag in school, but I loved to write and still do. But once I heard a brief story of this place, I was immediately excited to start the research.
Well, wait, you went to a dragon school?
No.
That's so cool.
Research was a drag in school.
Yeah, research was a dragon school. Let's go.
Dragon school. No, a drag space in school.
Oh.
Not dragon school.
That's not nearly as exciting.
I know.
That's kind of a drag.
I know, right?
Yeah.
In school. With all that said, I am very excited to introduce you to this week's topic. Can you guess what it is?
Okay.
I called this place months ago when I read about it. I told you, if we ever expand, I'm doing this place.
Wait, months ago?
Months ago. Long time ago.
Like actual months ago?
Probably.
How many months ago?
I have no clue. You know my memory is bad.
Okay. Can we play cold or warmer? Or cold warm? Okay.
Yeah, I like that game. Wait, are you saying cold or am I saying colder?
You're saying cold or warm.
When you guess.
Yes.
Okay. Just wanted to get the rules down.
Okay. Missouri.
Cold.
Iowa.
Cold.
Indiana.
Cold.
Ohio.
Cold.
Nebraska.
Cold.
South Dakota.
Cold.
North Dakota.
Cold.
Wisconsin.
Cold.
Okay. So at no time was I ever getting warmer.
No. Wait, you wanted me to say warm to the state when you got it, correct?
Yeah, so let's...
Okay, yes. Then you were never warm.
I was not never warm.
You were never warm. I shouldn't have said not. You were never warm. You're cold on every state you guessed.
Okay, Illinois.
Yes, warm.
Okay, I'm getting warmer.
You're in Illinois, yes. Warm.
It is in Illinois?
Yes, sir.
Okay, see, so this is my problem.
Okay.
North Dakota would have been pretty cold.
It would have been really cold.
Ohio would have been cold.
Moderately cold, yeah.
Missouri would have been cold, I would have said.
Yeah.
But Iowa, that was warm.
Actually, Illinois touches more Missouri than it does Iowa, so.
Okay, sure. Then Missouri would have been warm.
Sorry.
Iowa would have been warm.
I thought you wanted me to tell you cold based on the state you said.
Okay.
So if you said a state and it wasn't that state, I thought you wanted me to say cold. But now I understand the rules, so we can go again if you want to.
No, that's fine. Thank you. I do
Okay,
not
yeah,
want my
you're
money back. Please just keep it.
All right, so we're in Illinois now.
Okay.
What place in Illinois have I always wanted to talk about?
Chicago.
It's in Chicago. Warm.
Nice. Okay.
Warm.
That's all I know.
Really?
Yeah.
That's all you've got?
Yes.
That's
Absolutely. Yes, sir. Yep. That's me.
What if I told you that the name of this place, one word of this place, refers to a single man?
Him.
No. Really? No. A married man can be called him, too.
A husband.
No. No, I said it refers to a single man.
Oh, okay. Okay, like you meant like a singular man.
No, like not married man.
Oh, okay. Bachelor.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know what hint to give you for this second word.
Bachelor Street.
No.
Bachelor Avenue.
You're never going to guess it.
Bachelor Town. Bachelor Building. Bachelor Singapore.
No, it starts with a G.
Bachelor Jeans.
Oh, I got this. I got it now. Okay. This is going to be an awful hint, but it's the name of a president minus the last letter of his first name.
Okay, starts with a G.
Okay, so it's the only president to serve 2 terms non-consecutively.
Oh, okay. See, I remember looking in my history books and thinking, man, that's kind of weird how his years aren't together, but I cannot tell you his name.
Grover Cleveland.
Okay, Cleveland, Ohio, Nebraska. Nice.
Absolutely not.
Illinois.
His first name, minus the last letter of it. And the
I already
Bachelor.
forgot his
The
name.
Bachelor owns this place, so it's possessive.
Okay, so is it pretty important that he's a bachelor?
Yes,
Okay.
that's the name of the place, Bachelor or something.
Okay, I already forgot the president's name.
Grover Cleveland.
Grover?
Grover Cleveland.
So it'd be Grove.
Yes, and the
Bachelor's Grove.
Bachelor's
Mm,
Grove.
Nice.
Wow, that was a long trek.
Yeah, it was. That took a while.
That did. Almost too long, I think. Bachelor's Grove, yes. Do you remember me telling you about this place? Do you remember me saying that I want to talk about Bachelor's Grove?
I think so.
You definitely
and
do.
I just remembered thinking about like a bunch of like dead bachelors along
Yep.
a road.
Yep,
I
that's
don't know
not what
why,
this place
but-
is about. Yeah, it's a graveyard, cemetery.
There's so much gum under this table.
Don't touch under the table then.
I didn't mean to, but I had to pull myself back in.
Just use the top of the table.
Well, I'm doing that now, but gosh, why don't you just be more understanding of my feelings?
Because that would require me to be understanding of your feelings. And I don't want to do that.
You're the worst person that I know.
I know. All right, Bachelor's Grove, now that we've wasted a lot of people's time.
Okay, see, is that your replacement for saying the actual time?
Yes. Because you edit some out and I never know where to say it, so I'm just not going to say the number anymore. 18 minutes and 8 seconds.
Okay, edit. That's all going to be edited out right there.
And now this is going to be edited out. Thanks, Tyler.
You're welcome.
It is located in Bremen Township, which is a suburb of Chicago. The cemetery is northwest of Oak Forge and near the Rubio Woods Forest Preserve on the Midlothian Turnpike.
Wow, I wouldn't have pronounced a whole lot of those words right.
I know.
Especially
It was-
Midlothian.
Especially since I replaced the D in Woods with an F, so it says Rubio Woofs. Need to fix that right now.
Your furry was showing through right there for a little bit.
I
Woof.
know. I never want that to ever happen. I looked it up on Google Maps, and it is super close to Lake Michigan. Like walking distance.
Wow.
The cemetery also comes equipped with its own little pond, which has long since been abandoned and unkept.
Did they ever bury anyone in the pond?
Maybe. We'll get to that.
Oh, yikes.
The land on which the cemetery sits was not always a cemetery, if you can believe it. It originally was a settlement founded by people who moved from New England in the early 1830s.
I can't believe it's not cemetery.
Yeah, that was a dumb joke.
Thanks.
But I guess we can allot a space of like 10 seconds here for people to laugh at if they wish.
No, that's fine.
No, they're laughing.
Okay, let's move on.
Okay. Glad we got that taken care of. The burials took place in the late 1830s or early 1840s, but only contains 82 plots, most of which never saw use. It is unknown how many people have been buried there due to the rumors of German immigrants who were killed working on the Illinois and Michigan Canal being buried there, as well as the victims of Chicago's organized crime in the 1920s and 1930s. That was a long sentence that had no place in being a long sentence.
Organized crime is my favorite kind of crime.
I know, it's all organized and stuff.
I wonder why they call it organized crime.
I don't know, it's kind of weird, isn't it? Oh, there is another reason why the exact number of bodies resting there is unknown, but we will talk about that in a bit. I don't know what this refers to, I already forgot, but we're going to find out together what this refers to in a little bit.
Maybe,
Oh, I remember now.
maybe,
Sorry.
Okay, see, so maybe I'm onto something. Maybe you shouldn't do your research so early. Maybe you should be like me, doing it literally seconds before we record.
No, absolutely not. I don't want you to have to experience the same type of headaches that I have to experience on a weekly basis.
But we can experience them together.
I don't
thus
wanna do that.
Bringing us closer.
I
every
don't
time
want
we
you to
record.
hate me for the same reasons I hate you.
Well, I hate you for a whole new set of reasons. So
I'm glad we're taken care of on that.
yeah, it really, they say that friendship is really more based on the things that you hate together than the things you love together.
Really?
So,
Who says that?
Me.
Well, that's dumb and I hate that. Maybe that is why we're friends. By the 1960s, the cemetery had been largely abandoned and unkept, just like the little lake pond that I talked about. Same adjectives and everything. I'm just not creative, I guess. Years before, it had been a park-like place where families would come and spend their weekends fishing and playing in the water.
Making finger guns and squirting each other with the water.
Yeah. Due to the isolation of the place, vandals discovered it and quickly tore it apart. What's so funny?
Nothing. I'm just trying to make sure I get it all out of my system before I start talking again.
Okay. All right. Bones were found. Wow, where am I? Gravestones were often defaced. I skipped 3 sentences in the future, and I don't know why I did that. Gravestones were often defaced and even destroyed. Graves were dug up and opened, and bones were found all over the cemetery as well, meaning the vandals tore apart the bodies of the deceased. This is mostly why the exact number of people buried there is unknown, because tombstones are often found far away from their plot. Even with only 82 plots, it is still hard to pinpoint the exact number. Am I boring you?
Yes. Well, okay, so in Elmo, whenever I lived out there, we lived like right next to a cemetery, like just right up next to it.
Right.
And there was all sorts of gravestones that were just destroyed, like you said, defaced. And I don't know, they were just horribly, horribly broken up. It's kind of sad stuff.
It is sad, I agree.
And a lot of them were just like placed into a gigantic pile.
Yeah. I don't know what type of people do that, but they're the worst.
Well,
They're not the worst type of people. I could think of worse people types.
Well, and I think that, I don't know. I don't even know if it was people that did it. Maybe it was just like natural occurrences, like a strong wind after like.
Or ghosts. Or tsunami.
Yeah, you're right. It was a tsunami.
In the middle of Tickle Me Elmo, Missouri.
Yeah, just right. Actually, it wasn't in the middle of Elmo. It was outside of Elmo.
Right outside of Tickle Me Elmo, Missouri.
Yeah, because Elmo's actually surrounded in a gigantic ocean.
Right, I knew that.
Yeah, and the ocean currents just smashed right into that.
Right
puppy.
into the puppy.
Yep.
The current smashed into the puppy.
And the puppy drowned.
That's sad. Why would you say that?
Because that's what happened.
Yeah, but you can sugarcoat it a little bit.
Okay, the puppy stopped breathing.
Yeah, thanks.
And is now a bloated corpse.
Well, that's just crossing the line. Where did we start from?
Something about defiling and defacing.
Defiling. Perfect. Many people believe this is the reason it became haunted, but other people cite, you guessed it, animal sacrifices and rituals for the cemetery's troubles.
Didn't guess that.
Really?
Surprisingly, did not guess
You
that
didn't
one.
guess that.
Right.
That was just right in the open. That was easy to guess.
Was it?
Yeah.
Nah.
At least for me.
I guess I wasn't really thinking about animal sacrifice.
Clearly, you weren't even guessing at all.
You're right.
You're just kind of staying silent over there when I asked you to guess. You missed that question, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
I know. It was awkward. You not answering a question of mine. He'll probably edit that question out, but Tyler knows that I asked him a question. Forest rangers and visitors have said to have found remains of small animals in and around the park, claiming they appeared to be killed in a ritualistic manner. I'm not sure what justifies killing in a realistic manner. How you can tell that something was killed in a realistic manner? Ritualistic manner?
Maybe if there's like candles or spices or salt or I don't know. It's just things that you'd be like, well, there seems to be a goat's head and it seems to have a pentagram be in the middle of a pentagram with a lot of words written around the pentagram and lots of candles written around or placed around the pentagram. Maybe there's a ritual going on here.
I can see how that could give off the wrong impression.
I mean, I don't know. But not all pentagrams are bad. Some pentagrams are just worn by pagans. Anyway, whatever. I'm just don't.
You're rambling now.
I just don't want to offend anyone.
Your rambling is
Well,
showing.
heck, I don't even want to offend any Satanists, I guess.
Again,
I
your
don't know.
rambling is showing. You need to cover that up.
There are different kinds of Satanism. Which I don't know. I'm just saying.
I'm going to continue reading, and you can talk if you want to, but I'm going to continue reading my story.
It's important to
Along
know
with
all the facts.
painting and sigils of the occult reportedly being found, satanic rituals are often claimed to take place in the cemetery.
I was right. Called it.
Wow, that was loud in my ears. Thanks for that.
Sorry about that.
So now I have the rest of this is just a list. It's actually split up into 2 lists, but it's lists of enough with the history. You're here for the ghosty stuff, aren't you?
Well, I mean, the history is a pretty important part of the ghosty stuff.
I agree, but you really want to hear about the haunted happenings, don't you?
Okay, fine. Yeah, sure. Let's talk about it.
Well, are you ready?
Oh my gosh.
You better be, because Bachelor's Grove is home to some of the most unique paranormal phenomena you will ever hear about.
Okay.
Some of the happenings include, but are not limited to, we'll start off with the most unique, a phantom farmhouse. Moving on, next one.
Just gonna skip right past that.
Just kidding, there's a little bit here. That's right, a whole house is reported to shimmer, float, and even vanish. It is also reported to get smaller as people approach it before it completely vanishes. An old legend states that if you were to ever set foot in the house, you would never return.
Wow, that's kind of nice.
Which is weird, right?
It's like a vacation, but forever.
Yeah. Yes. A forever vacation. Wow. The White Lady, or White Madonna, is seen wandering the cemetery with an infant in her arms during a full moon.
Wow.
Yeah.
I call my friend Jacob Madonna.
That's cool. Thanks,
Yeah.
kiddo, for that story.
You're welcome. Well, because Madonna means like nice lady, something or another. Savior lady. I don't know.
I don't know. I think
It's a good name to be called, though.
the musical Madonna kind of turned it into a different kind of meaning.
Well, what is the musical Madonna about?
The musical Madonna, the one that makes music, Madonna, the singer Madonna. that makes music. Yeah,
Okay. I
musical
thought you meant
Madonna.
like there was like.
No,
a
there's
musical
not
called
different types of Madonnas.
Oh, there is. You got your singing Madonna. You got your musical Madonna. You got your Madonna.
That's cool.
There's just a lot of different kind of Madonnas. Like, hi, my name is Madonna. I'm singing Madonna.
You got to calm down. Calm down.
There's a big
And
difference.
get off the drugs.
there's a big difference between hi, I am Madonna, and hi, I'm a Madonna.
I'm a Madonna.
Yeah.
And Madonna. I'm an Madonna.
Ew, stop that right now.
I'm an Almadonna.
I'm an
Anaconda.
almond.
I'm an almond an anaconda.
Yeah.
Anonymous anomalies.
Are you about to turn into a sim right now?
Possibly.
Because you sound like it.
Anomalina. Yes, that is my ultimate goal in life, is to be in a video game where people control me and make me have babies whenever they want me to have babies.
Oh, well, that's pretty much real life right now
Oh,
for you. They just can't directly control you.
no.
But they can do it.
Who's controlling me? The commercial making people that brainwash us?
Oh, no. That's Peyton's job, is to control you.
Oh,
And she
nice.
tells you when to have babies.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad that I was made aware of that.
She says, I want baby now. And you just throw her a baby.
Just in one hand and just plaster her in babies.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm glad that this is a topic we've been on for 2 minutes now, probably.
We don't know where the baby comes from. She
No,
just
a
says, I
stork.
want baby. And then you already have a baby. in
I
your
just pull the
hands
baby
and
out of my backpack and throw it at her.
Yeah.
Why do I have a
exactly.
baby in my backpack? Don't ask questions if you don't want the answers. Isn't that the point of asking questions, though? To get answers. Whatever. I'm moving on.
Well, sometimes.
Due to a plowing accident.
Just gonna leave it there? Just gonna let it hang in the air?
It's a cliffhanger. Hope you're excited for the next part. Due to a plowing accident, there's a farmer and a horse wandering around, just plowing up the land as ghosts. They don't do anything. They don't even plow. They're just ghosts.
So he never falls off the plow and gets like cut in half, or he never gets stomped on by the horse.
Probably not, because he's riding the horse. There's also a two-headed ghost near the area of their death,
That's not how you plow.
which is kind of strange. Not with a two-headed ghost. No, that's kind of weird.
You're right.
Yeah, number 4. This may be less of a haunting and more of a creepy coincidence, but people have reported seeing groups of monks wandering the cemetery all dressed up in monk clothes. Do you have any comments on that one?
No, well, I've heard about stories like that. So this must be like a Catholic cemetery then?
I have no clue what it is.
Well, it almost have to be if there's monks.
And ghosts. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but...
The Holy Ghost is only one ghost. You know that, right? And all sects of
Yes.
Christianity share that?
Sure. I know that now, yeah, thanks.
Yeah, okay. You're welcome.
Also, did you say sex?
Like, sex. Like,
Sectices? Like
yes.
sections?
Yes.
A black dog. Also,
I
might
know
be a
some
problem of
songs
mine.
about black dogs. George Ezra sings a fantastic song. By the way, this week I discovered Spotify, which makes me really happy.
Really?
Yeah.
That came out of absolutely nowhere.
Well, okay, I started thinking about George Ezra, who's a good singer.
Yes. And he's
And-
on Spotify. I see the connection.
Well, yeah, he is on Spotify, you're right. And because he sings a song, and it's called Just My Skin. Anyway, in that song, he talks about a black dog that, I don't know, I guess is like pretty much haunting him. But it's a very small part of the song. Anyway, Spotify is... I'm starting to see the point of it. It's more to discover new music,
Yes.
which I have needed something like that for a while now.
And you have it now in Spotify.
Yeah, and yeah. So if you're a guy or a gal or a non-binary that person that just wants to, discover Spotify or discover new music is what I was trying to say, but then I stumbled over it, and now I'm still talking about it because I
Yeah.
can't let go of my mistakes.
Yes.
That wants to discover new music, go for it, bro.
Do it.
All right. Anyway, sorry. Please go on about your black dog.
Black dogs. Seems innocent and non-ghostly, right?
Wait, black dogs like multiple?
A black dog, one singular black dog.
Okay.
Does it seem innocent and non-ghostly?
Well, I mean, if it's a nice
It's a
dog,
yes. It's a yes or no question, Tyler.
will it let me pet the dog?
It's a yes or no question.
Can I pet the dog?
No, because it disappears as you
Then
approach it.
yes, it seems ghostly.
It disappears as people approach it.
Maybe it's a shadow that is like, oh, that's not a dog. That was just a shadow.
Probably not.
I'm a silly little
Shadows don't just disappear without something that disappears with it. In case you're wondering.
Well, every time I try to pet my shadow, it disappears.
That's because you're bending down to pet your shadow.
Yeah, I can still pet my shadow.
That's all I have on the black dog. I thought I answered those questions, but I didn't. I just left them open. Black dog. People see a black dog wandering around. I'm moving on. I don't know the word. Phantom cars have been seen and heard throughout the cemetery. Not like the phantom car you saw, because it wasn't a phantom car.
No, it was a ghost
It was a
car.
regular old SUV.
No, it was there 1 second, gone the next.
Because you went over a hill and it stopped prior to humping the hill.
But why? Why would it just do that?
Because probably the engine might have stalled or something. I don't know. We're moving on. We've explained this before.
Well, we have, but it's good to come back to it and talk about it.
No.
It's a ghost car. What kind of ghost
This
cars
was a
are
mistake.
there?
Just a regular ghost car, you know? Regular car.
Oh, a regular ghost car.
Yep,
So
regular ghost car.
So is it the kind that flies and
No.
and
It drives.
Okay.
Do I mention this? I do. Okay, we'll talk about
planes
We'll talk
drive
about the
and
ghost
fly.
cars again in a
Okay.
second, because I have them listed below as well.
Like what kind of cars they are?
No. Number 7. This is not the ghost car bit. This is perhaps the creepiest thing in the cemetery. It's called Woman Sitting on the Grave. It was a picture that ran in the Chicago Sun-Times and depicts a transparent-ish woman doing what you might think she was doing based on the title of the picture. Sitting on a grave.
Wow, didn't expect that one.
And here's the picture for you to look at.
Okay,
Tyler
well,
Bears. Tyler Bears, here's the picture.
Maybe it was just like a regular woman, you know?
Nope, that woman was not there in the picture.
No, because she's right there in
No,
the
she-
picture.
No, it's a ghost, Tyler. There's a ghost in the picture.
Or maybe it's a woman sitting on a grave.
It's who?
A woman sitting on a grave.
Yeah, a ghost woman sitting on a grave. Anyway.
Or a regular woman.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, it's not out of the idea.
It is.
It's not out of the realm of reality.
It very well might be. Did not mean to start talking. I don't know what I did that for. Some other miscellaneous and or less common sightings are... Number 1. In the 1970s, 2 forest rangers spotted a ghostly horse emerging from the pond in the cemetery. Can you guess what was behind the horse?
A carriage.
No. Based on what I've told you so far, what
Oh,
you
wait,
think?
the plow.
Yes, you guessed it.
Wow.
A plow. The horse and plow were, you guessed it again,
Ghostly.
being directed by a farmer.
Oh.
The apparition crossed the road in front of the ranger's truck and then disappeared into the woods. Creepy, right?
Yep. Yep. Sorry, I didn't know how I was supposed to react other than yeah.
Here's where we talk about the phantom cars again. The turnpike that is near the cemetery, Midlothian Turnpike, for those of you who forgot, like I might have, that is near the cemetery is said to be haunted by proxy with phantom cars and trucks. Some people claim to have passed these vehicles while driving, only to look in their rearview mirrors to see no sign of a vehicle at all. And the turnpike has no hills. Tyler.
Well,
You have no
mine
response.
did.
No.
And
It did, and that explains it.
and it's gone.
No, that doesn't explain anything for you.
It was a ghost car.
Number 3. A media crew called Weird Chicago stayed the night in the cemetery and attempted to do several things there. They tried to record videos of their experiences, but all of the footage was corrupted or destroyed. They even attempted to record a podcast there, but the audio file followed suit with the video.
You know, that happened to us. Maybe this room is haunted.
It's definitely not. It was a one-time thing. Two-time thing. Happened twice.
Yeah, to us.
Yeah, but how many episodes have we recorded?
I mean, we recorded a few, but
Several.
how many episodes did they record there?
1.
Well, exactly. So this room is twice as haunted as that place.
I don't think that's at all accurate.
It absolutely is.
No, it's absolutely not. The ghost children are heard and seen fairly often as well, asking for favors and directions.
Hey, mister. Ooh, hey, mister. Yeah, yes, ghost? You got any games on your phone? Games? Yeah, you got Minecraft? No? Oh, you should get Minecraft for your phone, so then I'll stop haunting you. Oh, okay. Sweet Minecraft. Yes.
Are you done?
Yeah.
I'm just going to let you go until you finished.
Should I be done?
It's up to you. I have 2 more things here and 2 more pictures to show you.
I think I'm done.
You're done?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, sorry, I have 1 more thing and then 2 pictures to show you. There are several ghostly images that appear to capture full-body apparitions, including the woman sitting on the grave, and the others are just as creepy and eerie. Here's one of them.
Okay, same woman. All right.
Yep. Here's the next one. Or the last one.
Okay, and that... Okay, it kind of looks like a ghost if you tilt your head, close your eyes, and think about a ghost. Neat. But...
Yeah. Okay, well, you're wrong. That's a ghost.
Maybe I'm being a skeptic.
A skeptic. Yes, you are being a skeptic. There's quite a few. I'm only going to show you 2, but there's quite a few ghost pictures. If you just look up Bachelor's Grove and then go to images, it'll show you some pretty creepy ghost pictures. Or if you just want to look up Bachelor's Grove ghost pictures, that would be just as fine as well. Here's another one that I just found by looking through.
Okay, that could be Photoshop. Like...
It's not. It's a ghost.
It's not...
Without a doubt in my mind, it's a ghost. You don't know what a ghost is.
All right.
And that,
You're right.
my friend Tyler, is the story of Bachelor's Grove Cemetery in southwest Chicago, Illinois.
And just like that, it's all over. It's
is.
all ogre now.
Please Let's watch that video right now.
Let's not. But you can find a link to it on our Facebook page.
You will not find a link to it on our Facebook page.
Oh.
What's your topic this week, Tyler?
Well, before I get into that, I just want to say that we've talked about. I just want to say that we've talked about. I've talked about this on the show before, but when children and elderly folks are killed, that really shocks society more than any other sorts of deaths.
What about terrorism?
Well, I mean, yes, those are shocking, but people usually say, well, think about the old people and the children that got hurt by that terrorism attack.
Okay.
You know? So, like, I mean, yes, all death is very important and saddens all of us. But when it's old people or children that can not defend themselves, that's usually when people are hurt the worst.
So is that what your crime is about this week?
Well, take out the children, and yeah, this week I'm talking about Orville Lynn Majors. What I'm about to read you is actually an article from a website called murderpedia.org. Very good website. It actually gets a lot of different articles from a lot of different websites, and it just goes on and on and on. So, you know, if you're ever interested in murder, you should probably listen to it on this podcast first.
I agree.
But, you know,
if we don't have the murder, then that's where you would find it.
Right. But remember, this is the only place that you can listen to podcasts, is our podcast. Who was born on April 24th, 1961. Warm.
1960 warm. That's awesome.
1960 cold.
Okay, then.
61. All right. Orville was a former licensed practical nurse from Clinton, Indiana, who was convicted of murdering his patients. And I am going to throw some very crazy statistics at you here in just a little bit.
I absolutely love crazy statistics. That is one of my favorite things to read about.
Here's statistic number 1 that might just make you poop your pants.
I'm ready to poop my pants.
Though he was only tried for 6 murders, he is believed to have committed as many as 130 murders between 1993 and 1995.
That's not a very
long time.
Decent statistic.
What do you mean? 130 people dead in 2 years by him? That's crazy. That's like 60 people a year.
Yeah, it is. I had to do the math in my head.
All right. Okay. Fine. That didn't impress you? Whatever. We'll move on. The period of time...
Was the amount of killing he did supposed to impress me?
Yeah. Yeah.
In what way?
130 people are dead now.
Are you impressed by that number?
Yeah.
So you're saying you're impressed with how many people he killed?
Yeah, that's a very impressive number.
So you're impressed with mass killing.
It's horrible.
Serial killers. You're impressed by serial killers?
Okay.
I see what you mean by the spaghetti
1993 and 1995 are the period of time in which he was employed by the hospital where the deaths had occurred.
So he worked at a... Did you say that he worked at a hospital?
Yes. But no, sorry. I said that he was from Clinton, Indiana.
Okay, well, that Clinton, Indiana is not the same as a hospital.
Really?
Surprisingly.
I thought that it was. I thought that Clinton, Indiana was just a gigantic hospital.
Probably not.
Really?
But if it is, then I am so sorry, Clinton, Indiana.
Man. You're kidding me.
You're kidding me.
You got to be kidding me. All these years, I always just thought that Clinton, Indiana was just a huge hospital.
I bet you did, yeah.
Wow. The more you know, huh?
I guess.
That's just crazy. Okay.
Okay.
It was reported that he murdered patients who were demanding, whiny, or disproportionately added to his workload.
Disproportionately added to his workload. That's such a weird phrasing. But I like it. I like that phrasing.
Suspicion first developed when a large number of deaths began occurring in Vermilion County Hospital. So that was the hospital that Majors worked at. Sorry,
Orville?
Orville Majors.
Orville Majors, okay.
But you're supposed to say Majors.
I know. I just wanted to re-say his first name because I like the name Orville.
Orville Redenbacher.
Because it looks like Orville, like a town, but it's Orville, like Louisville.
Oh, and I thought that I was the nitwit. Anyway.
You definitely are.
Prior to the time when Majors began employment at the hospital, an average of around 26 patients died annually. Okay, here's another statistic that might make you poop.
So so 26 per year was before he started working there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha. I'm up to speed.
After Majors started working at the facility, however, this rate skyrocketed to more than 100 deaths per year, which is nearly 1 out of every 3 patients admitted to the hospital.
What's his middle name?
The Redenbacher?
That's not him. What's it? What's his middle name?
Lynn.
Lynn, okay.
Yeah. Orville Lynn Majors.
It doesn't flow off the tongue very well. We need to change your name.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll just tell him to do that.
Okay.
I'll go and visit him at the prison. Suspicion in reference to the large number of deaths landed on Majors, in part because of his behaviors and attitudes. Supervisory study that determined that nearly twice as many patients died when Majors was on duty than any other nurses.
Okay.
Additionally, Majors was the only nurse present at the deaths of several patients. He was believed to be injecting potassium chloride as his murder weapon. The license of Majors to practice nursing was suspended in 1995, leading termination of his employment, and the death rate at the hospital dropped to prior levels. After the state of Indiana launched a criminal investigation, Majors was arrested in December 1997. A total of 79 witnesses were called to the stand at his trial.
79?
Yeah.
That's abnormally high.
It feels like it.
That must have been a long trial.
Yeah. Some of the witnesses testified that he hated elderly people and that he believed that they should be gassed.
Gassed.
And that's put in quotations, which makes me think he said that out loud a few times.
Okay.
A judge ruled that supervisionary study that showed that the number of deaths rose during the duration of Major's employment at the hospital was inadmissible as evidence because Majors was only being tried for 6 murders. However, other evidence that was admissible included witnesses who heard Majors refer to elderly patients as a waste, and by various derogatory terms. Additionally, some of the deadly substances were allegedly used in the murders. Were found at his house. So, In October 1999, Majors was found guilty of murdering 6 patients and was sentenced to, this is my favorite number,
69?
No.
I thought for sure that was your favorite number.
360 Xbox. Nice.
360 life sentences?
Years.
Oh, okay.
No, that'd be kind of cool, though.
That would be ridiculous.
Imagine
what you'd have to do to get 360 life sentences. Kill 360 people and be convicted of killing 360 people? That would be crazy.
Well, according to this, he only got 60 years per patient in this, though.
That's kind of strange.
Yeah.
Probably because he won't live another 60 years, they assume.
You think that'd be a bit of an overkill?
Yeah, I would assume 360 years is a touch overkill. Although 360 license is a little much. It's a little too much for my taste.
That means that in 360 years, if he somehow lives to that, he still gets out.
Yeah, that's weird to think about.
I hate that. Anyway.
Although maybe he'll be an elderly person then, so he'll hate himself, and then that'd be a neat paradox.
That'd be kind of cool.
If he likes to kill old people, but he's against suicide, how would that work?
Maybe he would want someone to kill him.
Maybe.
According to CourtTV.com, after more than 40 hours of deliberations over 3.5 days, an Indiana jury Sunday found Orville Lynn, the people that he was known of killing. Once a licensed practical nurse, Majors was on trial for killing 7 patients who died while in his care while he worked at Vermilion County Hospital. Between 1993 and 1995, Majors was accused of giving the following patients lethal doses of potassium chloride and another big word that I don't know how to pronounce. And I'm going to read off their names.
Okay.
So Mary Ann Alderson, who was 69, Dorothy Hickson, who was 80, Cecil Smith, who was 74. Oh yeah, we never got to any of these other people. Luella Hopkins, who was 89, Margaret Hornick, who is 79, Freddie Wilson, 56, Derek Maxwell, Sr., who was 64. While jurors were able to reach a decision of 6 of the cases, jurors were hopelessly deadlocked in Smith's case, and Special Judge Ernest Yelton declared a mistrial on that charge.
Why were they locked and why were they gridlocked on that one?
It doesn't say.
That's strange.
Majors reportedly showed no emotion as the verdicts were read. While relatives of the victims hugged and praised the jury's decision, Majors' sisters, Debbie McClelland, wandered around the courtroom afterwards saying they're wrong. Lynn would never kill anybody. So, his sister backs him up. Majors' attorney, Marshall Pincus? Pinky?
Penis.
Vowed to appeal each conviction. Majors could face up to 65 years in prison on each count. His sentencing is scheduled for November 15th. So this was back in whenever he was getting... this article was
written in 1999.
Thank you. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yep. No, but really, he, as far as I know, still alive, still doing well.
Still kicking.
Yep. Still a pretty cool guy.
I wouldn't quite reach that far, but okay.
Why? What do you mean?
He did murder quite a few elderly people. Cool guy is probably not the phrasing I would want to use for that man.
You're right. A radical guy.
Okay, no, not
He's super rad.
not that either. No, quite the opposite, really.
Here's one last thing that I want to say before we get on with this, and you can get on with your day.
Okay.
Jurors left the courtroom without commenting on the verdict. Paula Holdaway, daughter of victim Dorothy Hickson, felt vindicated and said mother is now at peace. So, I mean, yes. But,
yes, I agree.
I'm glad that the family is now feeling at least well enough, or at least Dorothy's daughter was, to where she...
At least they've got some comfort.
Yes.
Closure.
Thank you. That, man, I don't know how to talk.
You really
I don't know how to read. I don't even know why I am podcasting, because
I don't either.
the two main skills that it takes to podcast, I don't know how to do.
Reading and talking, yep. And then transferring words into speech, and you can't really do that very well either.
No, sir. No, I'm not very good
You're
at
you're a very poorly programmed text-to-speech computer.
Yes. Yeah, thank you. And my ethics are a little sketchy.
Your ethics, that's kind of, not what we were talking about.
Well,
Thanks
I
for,
do think that Majors is a pretty cool guy. And you said that you weren't sure that
No,
you
I
would
said
come
I
over.
wasn't sure that was correct. It's not. It's not correct. There's no I'm not sure. I'm sure that he is awful.
Right.
Awful
So
person.
my ethics are a little
It's just your
sketchy.
character judgment. You've got to work on some things in your personal life.
I don't know. I mean, I think everything's pretty cool.
I don't think it is. I think you're living in a shadow of your former self.
Whenever I was young and restless.
Yes. Whenever you would pop marijuanas and smoke some turnips, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, that's my favorite activity is to take a big fat beet, just hit it a few times with my fist.
And then snort it.
Oh yeah, just
Now that we've got that out of the way.
I love to grind up carrots and just shoot
Is that
them
all of
into
your
my
story?
veins.
Is that all
Yeah,
of it?
yeah, that's it. That's all. That's all I've got
That's all
for
of
you,
it?
buddy.
Good stuff. That was aggressive. I like it. I like
Yeah.
the aggression.
Well, you gotta go for it. Life won't just wait for you. Not to like just overflow you with Spotify stuff, but they have a playlist on there called "Walk Like a Badass," and that makes me very happy
I'm sure it does.
because I do like to walk like a badass.
Yeah,
even though I can
especially
barely
'cause you
walk.
Can't. Yeah, you struggle with a lot of things.
You're right.
You're a very poorly programmed human being.
You already said that. Good
Yeah,
job.
but I called you computer earlier, but now you're a human being. I've
Oh,
moved you up.
wow.
In rank.
Nice.
Yeah. Should I move you back down?
Well, computers aren't very good at math, or are good at math. I'm not very good at math.
Okay, so we'll keep you where you are, I guess.
I think a human is a bit more accurate.
Okay. That we can do.
We're all just biological machines. What are we even doing here?
Well, with all that being said, I don't have it.
Yeah, I don't have anything left. That's all I've got.
That's all I've got too. We've got to run through all the plugs.
Okay. Facebook, what is it?
It's an app that people can friend each other on and keep up with each other's lives and stuff like that.
Nice. What's our email?
I don't know what our email is.
Nice. Okay, whose Instagram are we following?
Both of ours.
Nice. Okay, Snapchat.
You do that. I don't have anything to do with that.
Nice. Okay. And I think that's it.
I think scene.
All right.
Cut.
If you find yourself walking down a lonely road.
So we've got to backtrack a little bit.
Okay. To where?
Before everything. Let's just restart the entire episode right here because
Okay.
it was a mess.
You're right. Especially whenever it got to me.
Especially when it got to you, yeah, because you can't read or write or talk or do math or be a functioning member of society.
Or know how to remember what I just read.
Mhm.
So then, therefore, it's more efficient and better
Yeah.
to listen to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, our Facebook is The Right Wrong Turn. It's a page. You can like that page. I would suggest you like that page because that's where and when you'll find out when the new episode is posted. Every week on Fridays, Friday afternoons.
Right?
Right. Our email is rightwrongturnpodcast@gmail.com. We are on Podbean, Stitcher, Google Play, iTunes, YouTube.
I kind of totally forgot that we were on Google Play.
We are on Google Play. I don't know if we're on anything else or not. I don't remember. Let's see what else. Instagrams. We have an Instagram for the podcast that's got quite a few followers in the short amount of time that it's been up. It's called Right Wrong Turn. The Right Wrong Turn, I think. Or Right Wrong Turn Podcast. It's linked in my bio. I'm at the Mason himself.
Oh, I didn't?
No.
The T-Bears. Please follow me. I need lots of followers.
Yeah, you never post, though. Don't follow me. Never posts.
Oh, I post on the very rare occasion.
That is true. He does. It's not enough, though. He posts a lot on his Facebook.
Actually, I don't. I don't.
Since he deleted it, he hasn't. But when he didn't delete it, he did.
Yeah, follow me on Snapchat at the T-Bears.
I don't know what my Snapchat name is.
Your Snapchat name is MD Arnold 15.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, you're welcome. Now everyone knows. Literally
Yeah.
anyone in the world can follow you now.
That is true, yes. I'll be a celebrity. And you won't be.
Ooh, yeah, famous on Instagram. Isn't that a song? That's part of a song, isn't
What is
it?
it?
Like, I'm gonna make you famous on Instagram. Like,
Probably.
I don't know the language.
I don't know. I don't care. Do the outro.
Yeah. Okay.
Took a lot of preparation, that.
Yeah, it did. I wasn't. I don't have my voice ready for the outro yet.
Better get it ready.
Y'all, I hope that you have a great week. And until next time, if you find yourself walking down a lonely road and you see a turn, take it. It might just be the right, wrong turn.